Hello everybody, Connor here. Gonna be doing the first episode of a full playthrough of the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I'm recording post-commentary, firstly because there was a mess up with sync for some reason with my live commentary, and because upon thinking about it, I thought it would just work better to do it this way, because then, like, when I'm actually going through the game, I can get through it quicker, and hopefully, I think it'll be easier for me to just commentate on stuff without having to do it live.
Ethan Carter I didn't know, but he knew who I was. When the police won't help you and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right, plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail, but soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
So, yeah, I'm not going to be talking over any time when they're talking in the game or there's a scene or anything like that. It's a better narrative experience that way, and this game is all about its narrative experience. It is very cool. So right away, just dropped off into the middle of these woods. Who knows what's going on? Oh yeah, there are traps too, by the way. What do those have to do with things? I don't know. But yeah, so you just come through that long tunnel, and you have this power, where you can, see into another dimension, or another reality, or see symbolic meaning, or something like that. Not quite, won't really get into that right now. But, so you just pretty much dropped in, and when it gives you that little message before the game starts, that it does not hold your hand, it's very serious about that. You're just dropped in and go. This first puzzle here, which is, you may notice that, each time I find a trap, a little piece of that kind of blue picture fills in. So there are, I believe, a total of 5 traps here, and in going through and finding every one of them, we'll see what happens, but it's just a completely optional little puzzle thing, and there are a lot like that. There are a lot of little optional puzzles that you can just 100% miss and not even be aware of it. But they add a lot to the story and give you a lot more insight into the people which the events in this story you're unraveling happen to. So when I first played through this, I think I saw that first trap where it's the spiky ball on a rope, and the little pitfall trap, and that was it. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder why there are traps in the woods. And then I just left. And it adds a neat little bit. I believe I wander around for a fair while, though, so bear with it. But yeah, this is a very cool game. If you got a PC that can run it, that's, I think, would be the most advisable, because, I don't know, it just seems like it's a better deal on the PC. I don't know, but it's apparently also out for the PS4, so, yeah. So if PC isn't an option, PS4. And if neither of those are an option, watch this. I swear, I'm going to try to find every damn mystery. Well, almost every kind. So this is a little story that Ethan made when you go into this little alternate reality thing. So, sap. An old man came to the forest every day to drink sap from the trees. So, old man drank sap from trees, made villagers believe that he had a pendant, so villagers would look for that and not mess with his sap. Big fire somebody set in the forest. Old man covered himself in sap, saved himself. All the villagers died, though. The old man cried, but then he just drank some more sap. Now, there's just a little bit here. We're going to see the, I guess, real... Yeah, there's the house burning there. But maybe like the real world equivalent
Ethan,
of this
I
happening?
told you, you can't be here.
But Gramp, I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
So yeah, and then you're back to reality. All those bones that were on the ground, all the charred corpses no longer there. It's just all these empty bottles. I assume they're liquor bottles, and there's a crushed carton of cigarettes over there. But the note is still there. And then this little newspaper article in the fire, which is one dead in a house fire. So basically, old man, like, got drunk, lit a cigarette, fell asleep, burned down house, killed his wife. And his wife was Ethan's grandma, and Edwin is Ethan's grandpa, and that's who Ethan was talking to right there. What Ethan wanted to show him was that story. So, yeah, it's kind of that story made from these actual events. And this also goes into, like, some of the stuff with the Vandergriffs, who, you know, kind of important. But yeah, so, kind of makes you wonder, what is reality? Paul Prospero, by the way, the most, like, book hero's name ever. It's like Paul Prospero, like, yo, you are you a hero in a book? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. What was I saying? But yeah, so he was saying that Ethan can see into these other realities or something like that, so it kind of like, what is reality in here, and why can Ethan see it, and was there an old man in the woods, or was it just his grandfather? What is the connection here? What are the reasons? Where the hell did Ethan Carter go? I don't know. So yeah, basically saying, like, the Vandergriffs really didn't want to live on the Vandergriff estate, which is how they would inherit the fortune, or what the hell ever. It's like, hey, why don't you want to live on the Vandergriff estate? Ugh, I can't imagine why. I don't know, maybe we'll see eventually. So yeah, that little bit of story there, you just completely miss. You can easily completely miss that. I did. So, just take a moment to see how frickin' pretty this game is, though. Some real nice stuff there. I live in an area that looks like this. I wouldn't live in Red Creek Valley, per se, because, as we're going to be finding out, it's kind of dark.
Seemed like a quiet, ordinary place. I've learned two things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one.
So kind of a little bit of a foreboding message there from Paul, and it also kind of gives you an idea that he's talking about this almost like he's being interviewed or something like that. Here I am shaking the camera. I don't know. In my mind, it was like making hand movements while talking, which is what I do. I'm doing it right now, actually, to be completely honest with you. Alright, so here we have this little trolley, and may notice some blood splattered up there. I'm a sodding genius, obviously, and I do not inspect it. I'm not sure if I could have inspected that and then seen an item that corresponds with that and like done that earlier or something, but I don't think it really matters in the end. I can solve this little bit fairly quickly. But yeah, this game is just a mystery filled with an enigmatic nougat drizzled with some mysterious chocolate. Unknown chocolate, maybe. I'm trying to think some more words for mysterious. I just pretty much had enigma and mystery, and I needed a third one. I'm blanking right now. Oh god. Yeah, so rope there. So looking for a 1920s, 1930s, or 40s maybe era villain with a long curled mustache, a black overcoat, and a black top hat. Basically a Snidely Whiplash-esque movie character, because they tied somebody to train tracks to try to kill him. Maybe they did get him. I mean, look at these severed legs here. And it doesn't exactly take, Sherlock Holmes to locate the rest of the body. Right there. Who is this fellow? How did he meet his end? Where did his blood come from? Definitely from the legs. Oh, he also has a fractured skull. Was that the cause of death? The head trauma? Or the blood loss? So have that little circle pop up whenever you get something like that in here, and I mean it tells you like not yet ... So maybe that's kind of like a little tutorial thing telling you that like when you get that little circle, and if it doesn't open up to a scene, like if it doesn't open up to like that kind of light blue scene, like when we went through that after we found all the traps, then you need more pieces of the evidence, and usually with the evidence it involves putting items back to the way they were before the events took place. So like here I found this brown spot with dead dried grass, which fits up with the rail car. So the rail car was originally parked there. Yeah. Just random mysterious psychic vision, because of reasons. Missing a hand crank there is what I think it kind of wants to get the point across to you, like, hey, little item missing in the front here. Look at it. So yep, go back there, see that little divot where a rock might go. Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Oh, come on, I have that lined up. Okay. So yeah, just gotta go find Dwayne and ask him to get back in that hole. He's so pretty. But yeah, I'd totally live here. Or, like I said, in a place like this. Because it's a very pretty landscape. Is this what Fallout 4 is going to look like? No? Probably won't have much for grass stuff. So anyway, there's the bloody rock. Blood-covered Dwayne there. Yeah, Fallout 4. I think it would be just freaking hilarious if at Bethesda's E3 conference they didn't unveil a Fallout 4 and it's just some completely different thing. I think that'd be hilarious because so many people are like, oh, it's gotta be Fallout 4. It's the first time they've ever done that Bethesda's ever done an hour-long conference at E3. Oh my god. I think it would be really funny if it wasn't Fallout 4. I would be disappointed as all hell, don't get me wrong, because I love Fallout. The Fallout and Elder Scrolls are two of my favorite game series ever, and I would be devastated if that wasn't coming out, because I've been waiting for that one. So yeah, that'll be cool. I would really love them to, I don't know, maybe have some differences in landscapes, though. I mean, I get it. Oh, picked up the hand crank ahead of time. Like, you can go find these items ahead of time, like, if you've already gone through and you know where they are. You don't have to wait for any prompt or anything like that to get them to pop up or anything. They're in the world. You can just go find them right away. This was another puzzle I just completely missed my first time through. Like, I just, saw the blood trail, saw the guy, touched him, and was like, oh, okay, well, that's a thing. And I just continued on my way. Yep, gotta go back, line that train car up. Yeah, I would love to see some more actual like foliage and variety in landscape as opposed to wasteland. I mean, I get that the world was bathed in nuclear fire and hell and stuff, but it doesn't add for a lot of memorable landscape. Like, I mean, there can be some striking stuff in the cities. Like, I remember going through some areas in DC in Fallout 3, and it's like, wow, there is some really striking and cool stuff. Like, I particularly remember the like trenches and like war zone around like the Washington Monument. It was really cool, but it's not a lot of that in the entirety of the world, which is unfortunate. Like, I remember there's the one quest where there's that like tree, half man mutant thing that like actually allowed verdants to grow out in, you know, that little chunk of the wasteland, and that was cool. I liked that area because it's like, oh, okay, this is a breath of fresh air here. I mean, by all means, still have the wastelands, but you know, yeah. So I lined that train car back up there, and oh, we got enough. Usually that little sound or whatever usually indicates like, hey, you solved the puzzle. Good job, kid. Oh, look at the little pretty fairies. They're all going around. Okay, they're not so much fairies as fragments of a kind of a dark event that happened. So this is like a little, you have to put these together chronologically. So basically you go to the little like pools of flaking light, and you can look at them. That's Ethan being strapped down by that fellow, and that's the guy who got his head bashed in and legs chopped off there. So you just go look at them, and you will put them in chronological order once you've revealed all of them. And I mean, these are pretty fun to go through because I mean, it's like, you know, you pay attention to what's in people's hands, the state of people at different points, and it's cool. One of the very cool little mystery parts. And my god, this part that comes up revealed so much that it blew my mind when I like when I saw this for the first time, because I was like, oh my god, I missed this all in my first playthrough. I didn't even get any inkling of this information till later on. Yeah, with this it just makes it, yeah, it makes it, it's way better for exposition. It's great. Very, very cool game. I really wish there would have been like a old silent movie style villain strapping him down, but hey, you know, can't always get what you want. Also, wouldn't really go with the tone of this game, but but yeah, this part that's coming up here, combined with the traps and stuff from earlier, lets you know that stuff's it's not great in Red Creek Valley, to say the least. And this kind of tells you the reason why stuff isn't good. Even though it doesn't explain it, it does tell you the cause of it, kind of, as we shall find out. And then once these are all done, just visualize.
Listen to me. We can destroy it. I know how.
You can't destroy it, Ethan. You can't destroy time. And that's what he is. He is forever.
Gail, honey, I wish there was another way. Travis, tell me where Ethan is. Now.
I'm giving the sleeper what he wants. What all of us want. Look, old man, you need to go home.
Ethan, run, goddammit. Go! Get out of here! Travis, close your eyes.
So yeah, get references to him in quotation marks. Who is he? Why is he effing stuff up so badly here? So the elderly chap there was Edwin, Ethan's grandfather. And Travis, I think, might just be some other, like a family friend. Something like that. I can't quite remember. I don't think he's like his big brother. I don't think so. I think he's like maybe some older kid or something like that. Yeah. It's pretty dark shit.
Grandpa? Stay away!
Ethan, I'm sick too. I can feel the sleeper in my head.
Then fight it! I have to destroy the room!
Corvus, I'm sorry. Ethan,
Oh no!
I can't let you do that.
Whatever had turned Ethan's family against him, the grandfather was trying to resist. Age helps against those things that feed on hate. Not because of wisdom or experience, because the old are tired. Their hate is less useful.
So yeah, and maybe Travis is his brother. I just can't quite recall right now. But yeah, so, I mean, who is Corvus? Is Corvus the sleeper? What the hell is the sleeper? Travis said that the sleeper is time, and that he is immortal. You know? What the hell's going on? But it's a interesting thing. And yeah, missing this, I mean, you're kind of introduced to a far away antagonist, I guess you could say. Like, not, I mean, you're not really directly confronting him, but you're seeing the aftermath. And though you don't know who the sleeper is, what their motive is, or really what has gone down totally, you're at least given a name to put with the darkness, or at least an idea or a figure to put with it. Which is very cool, and once again, completely missable. Like the stuff with, you know, the sap story and stuff like that, that's not really as integral of a part to it. It's a nice little bit of exposition to add in, a little bit of backstory, but that scene right there, missing that, I feel it takes you a little longer to get up to speed with the goings-on of Red Creek Valley without that information. Like, I do mean quite a while. Like, I was confused and trying to puzzle stuff out for myself for quite a while after this. And then he mentions the room. What the hell is the room? Why does he need to destroy it? Is it the sleeper's room? I mean, I don't know. It's really cool. Love it. I love that it just throws you into the middle of it and says, make the story happen. We're not going to tell you how to do it. And your story can be a lot more scarce in detail, depending on how much you're willing to look and solve. Yeah. God, that's pretty. But so, that is a pine cone, now it is a frag grenade. Brick, where did you get a hand grenade? I don't know. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that this was going to turn into a first-person shooter, did you? Yeah, all I need to find now is the branch shaped like a combat rifle, and then that'll morph into, like, you know, M16 or something, and then this becomes Call of Duty. I have no idea how the frag grenade pine cone thing relates to anything else at this moment. Maybe there's something else I could find, but yeah, that was just weird. Couldn't quite put my finger on the reasoning for that. Other than maybe some like game dev was just like, you know what? We could just have a pine cone that turns into a frag grenade. Somebody else questions, why would we do that? The response is, why not, man? Why the fuck not? Or maybe it's a missable item that you use against the final boss. You got one grenade, you got one throw. Make it count. Maybe that's how you destroy the room. So you may have noticed that little stand of glowing screens there. I was trying to look for other stuff because that was the first time I'd found that pine cone and it confused me. Not quite so much as this next bit confuses me because I hadn't gotten either of the two little puzzle things from before this. So this was really weird for like my first puzzle solve thing, going through one of those. Yeah, that is a spaceman. Deal with it. You are now chasing an astronaut through the woods. Hey, this game's made by the astronauts. Are they giving a little shout out to themselves here? I don't know. Also, there's, I guess, a way to explain it where it's, I mean, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so this was confusing as all hell to me because I missed the first off and I was just, I was really enjoying my experience, but I had no idea what was happening. I feel like Commander Shepard here. Maybe that's who you're chasing. You're chasing Commander Shepard. You are that little annoying ghost boy. Man, fuck that kid, by the way. Did anyone else ever do something like they thought he was really annoying, so they got to the end of it and they just shot him in the face? And then it's like, well then, you done fucked up. The extinction will go on as planned. And it's just like, are you kidding me? So then you had to go replay that final part again to be your actual ending, even though you'd spent tons of time gathering up fucking resources and armies. That's just like, we could have fucking crushed the Reapers just with standard warfare. But no. Your decisions didn't matter for shit in the end. It's like a Telltale game. I thought BioWare choices and stuff like that made a lot more difference than in Telltale stuff, but nah. It's the illusion of choice. That's probably what was so irksome to a lot of people. And then they put out the DLC Shore Leave, and then it's just like, okay, here's our real fan farewell. Boy. Well, so yeah, you're in a space pod now, traveling through space. I think it's like if you were in a fishbowl, and you, as the fish, were tripping pretty hard on LSD. Oh. So weird. That being said, this is really nice little chill pod. I'd have like a little room like this that I would just hang out in if I had an excess of money I wanted to spend. Just have a nice little chill room. And I think that little message at the top, for anyone who's wondering, said something like extraterrestrial containment pod. And there's some other extraterrestrial containment pods, obviously. Read the note. So this is Fangs. The beast had fangs, but was heavy and slow, so when it saw the light in the sky, it waited, thinking the light would go out. Like the others before it, when it did not, the beast rose up on its legs and went to the place where the fire was still burning. As the orange light died, another took its place. This one was blue and bright and pure blue that the creature had only seen along the edges of the stars. The beast showed its fangs and the light vanished. A moment later the light appeared again between two distant trees. The beast wanted to go home, but could not ignore the light, so it chased it deeper into the forest. If you can't tell, I was also reading it in my live commentary. But, yeah. When the light stopped, it did so in a clearing of trees. The beast entered this circle, feeling no fear. The trees turned towards the beast, pointing at it like needles. But the tops of the trees lowered and dug into the ground. The trunks and roots were raised into the air and closed around the beast like walls. As the ground disappeared, the beast realized it would never use its fangs again. Kind of a creepy story. Another one of Ethan's little writings.
Get out of my room, Travis!
Stories. Always with the stories.
Get out!
I read the Fangs one. I liked the Beast. At least he gets to leave this goddamn place.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back on what I said earlier. I think Travis probably is like Ethan's big brother. So making that really fun, making that last bit, I mean, part before that last bit really messed up. Like his granddad beat his brains in and ran him over with the train. God. So yeah, there's your little space pod there. At this point, you may be confused. That's not incorrect way to feel. Don't worry. Things will make sense. Maybe. I give no guarantees. So yeah, I just wanted to go and check back here to see if I missed anything, because the mystery of the frag grenade pine cone was still fresh in my mind. Like, I had seen the weird spaceman before, but I had no idea what's going on with the frag cone that you apparently pocketed. Like, did Paul actually just put a pine cone in his pocket, or did he pick up a frag grenade? Is he Brick? Are you playing as Brick Tamlin? Somebody tell me right now. Is this the Brick Tamlin game we've all wanted? No, but seriously though, a mystery game with Brick Tamlin would be pretty incredible. Somebody talk to Adam McKay and Steve Carell about that kind of stuff. Want them on it. Tell them if they need it, I could give them a pitch for the game. Maybe. Basically what I just said would be the pitch for the game. Maybe throw some psychic powers in there for funs and gigs. He gets one hand grenade. You don't know where it comes from, it just pops into his hand randomly. At certain points in the game. So, yeah, just gonna leave you with this nice view. Hope you tune in for the next part. Maybe this will make a little more sense. See everybody. Hope you enjoyed watching. And, have a good day.